Coming up on In the City this week, it's man of the moment, arguably man of the season, David Marshall. Craig Bellamy looks forward to facing his former club Liverpool as a Bluebird, and the Academy boys are back in action with a skill school. But first up, it's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and he's backing last weekend's goal scorer Juan Cala, who states that the Bluebirds are in a better form as of recent times.
Definitely, we've really picked up the performances. We're in good shape. We look like a team. We fight for each other. We've just not had the luck of the green, to be fair, because sometimes, you know, towards the end of games, that happens in football. Teams get chances. We couldn't take them. They had a missed kick and it went in.
But losing in the 93rd minute, and it's not the first time we've lost in the closing couple of minutes. How do you pick up the players from that and just get them to move forward?
No, you look at the positive things and you don't look back too much. You look forward to the next game, and we've got to have a 100% concentration, a good game plan, strategy to cope with one of the best teams in the country at the moment.
It's not just the players people look at for reaction, they're all eyes on you, yourself as well. How hard is it to maintain composed after defeats like that?
For me, you pick yourself up straight away. That's, you know, when you get these kicks in the teeth, I've always been one to stand up and prove again that we go again. I was put on the bench quite a few times in my career, and that just spurred me on to show the manager that I should be playing. And you know, when you lose games, we're going to make this. That's what you think about.
And there's more coming from Ollie later in the show. The House of Sport hosted a goalkeeping soccer school with our young academy players on Wednesday this week. And who better to come along and offer some words of wisdom than an exceptionally on-form David Marshall. Marshy was joined by Joe Lewis and Ben Wilson as they shared some tips from the top with the boys during a question and answer session. David spoke to us to assess the club's first Premier League season plus his own performances so far.
Obviously we've had a change of management, and we started the season really well when we were out the bottom three, but we had a hard run of fixtures come December, January, which and obviously the change of manager, which was unstable and really. But we've come out the back of that the last few weeks, and as I say, it's pretty close down the bottom. We've still to play the likes of West Brom and Palace and Stoke, and obviously we've got a massive game away to Sunderland. So no, it's very tight at the bottom. So as I said, the next 8 games are going to be huge for us to see if we can stay on. I've been happy. I've been pretty confident in myself coming into the season. We've had a good couple of years. Obviously, it's a different level and a different step up. So no, I've been happy to play in the Premiership. Just try and take my chance. Obviously, if I've done well and other people think I've done well, that's great. But as I say, the most important thing will sort of be judged, me personally and the club, in the next 8 games to stay there. So that's what it's all about, really.
David expressed his thoughts on life as a keeper and why he feels being in goals brings the most pressure for any player on the field.
I think so, yeah. I don't think a lot of people do, but I definitely think so, because the margin for error is so little. But at the same time, it's a great job when things are going well. But yeah, there's a lot of pressure comes with defenders and goalkeepers. So yeah, it's a difficult position. It's something that takes a lot of concentration, especially at this level at the Premier League. So, but I've enjoyed it, and as I say, hopefully we can stay here.
And as we're getting set to face the deadliest strike force in the league at the moment, our stopper looked ahead to the clash with Liverpool.
I think it's something you've got to look forward to, yeah. I mean, we know games like this, there's not a lot expected us, but at the stage of the season and we're at, and the position we're in, every point that we can get is a positive, obviously. So, no, but I look forward to playing against players like that. The team will obviously look forward to it, the defenders especially, with the quality of the strikers that are coming up against us on Saturday. But as I say, hopefully we can make it a difficult place to come and get a good result.
As you can see from these aerial shots, the stadium expansion is well underway. Tan Sri Vincent Tan shared why he felt it's important to further develop the club's facilities.
Well, I think it is important that we put in more seats, and so the expansion of the stadiums is important so that we can have more fans to come and watch our matches. And the whole team need fan support. Give us your strong support, and with a bit of luck, we will stay in the Barclays Premier League.
After a thriving month of preliminary rounds, Cardiff City have found their girls and boys representative for the national stage of the Premier League Schools Tournament. The tournament, held in partnership with New Directions, attracted well over 1,300 pupils from schools across South Wales. Kenwyn and KTC went along to show their support. Kenwyn shared his thoughts on the event.
It's wonderful. I think it's important for kids on the whole to be involved in sport, football per se. The kids here, they have shown a tremendous attitude and appetite for football, and it was lovely to see them play today, and obviously the winners of the cup. It's wonderful when a football club can affect the area that it's in. 200 schools is a lot. And I'm happy to see that young kids and parents getting their kids involved and in the sport. It's a good thing that Premier League football and the club as well are able to influence the community, and long may that continue.
Victorious on the days were Whitecross Comprehensive and Llandaff Church in Wales, winners of the girls under 13s and the under 11s mixed tournaments respectively. They're now off to the Etihad Stadium on the 20th of May, and we're wishing them the very best of luck. Cardiff City's disability football programme delivered a CP Sport funded festival at the House of Sport last Sunday. The festival's aim was to raise awareness of cerebral palsy football and the opportunities available to individuals with CP in the local area. If you're interested in finding out more about physical disability football in Cardiff, please contact Disability Football at cardiffcityfc.co.uk. With just a handful of games left to go, there's no denying the pressure that's on Cardiff to get the points in. But as he faces his former team and a team that was once his childhood favourites, Craig spoke about the pressure being on Liverpool this weekend too.
This is a big challenge for Liverpool as well. If I wasn't involved with Cardiff, I would be worried about this trip. As a Liverpool fan, I really would. So yeah, that's for us. That's a great motivation for us, and if we can play well and Liverpool have their, an off day as well and don't perform to the levels they have done over recent months, then we have a good opportunity. For 5, 6, 7 years, they haven't been in the position they are in now, and that can catch you off guard at times. They do have enough players with experience of finishing the Champions League and being there, but how many players they have in the team really have won a league? They haven't. This Liverpool team, touch wood, I really do feel they got a good chance to win a league in a couple of years. They have a great chance this year, they really do. But this is the challenge, that experience of going to places like us, that's where the real challenge, that's where you win leagues. And if they do, then they've been a better team than us on the day, then great, we wish them all the best, and hopefully they go on and win a league after that. But the points are more vital for us, obviously, as a Cardiff view.
As debutants of the Barclays Premier League, the reality and quality of top-flight football has had its ups and downs for Cardiff City, and Craig continued to talk about the key ingredient for survival.
I know I've said it a few times, and I'll probably go back to just believing, really. Believing you're good enough to play in this league. Believing you're good enough to stay up. You have to have that belief. If you start doubting yourself for 1 second, doubting, well, maybe I'm not quite good enough for this league will find you out. There's no two ways about it. We have courage. Players will have that. But sometimes you find the confidence goes when they lack belief, when they doubt themselves. And when that starts, then it's very difficult to get yourself out of it. We have to keep that belief. We have to keep the belief in ourselves that we will get ourselves out of this. And if you keep hold of that, until it's mathematically possible, anything is possible.
He now holds a record for having scored for the most clubs in the Premier League, and with a highly regarded career under his belt, our Cardiff boy went on to explain why the campaign's special this time around for him with his home club.
For me, I'm prepared for all, and I'm not going to I've tried not to let my career be determined by fear. I've never, because how are you going to get the best out of yourself if you doubt yourself and you're fearful of what could happen? You can't control what could happen at times. So for me, it's more excitement. This is a great challenge. It's a great challenge for us as a club. It's a great challenge for our supporters as well. That we never know, we could get out of this. Then we could have great celebrations again like we did last year, because that's what it would be. It'd be a great achievement. So that's the excitement, because I want it what it was last year. I want that preparation and that feel of looking at the fixtures, waiting for the next fixtures to come out, and it's Premier League fixtures, because that's how big it is, the Premier League, and that's how important it is to our supporters. So for me, that's the excitement, to be able to try and give them that again.
There was more talent on show this week from our academy boys to raise further awareness for sport relief. Yora Enzim and Dylan Rees went head-to-head in a skill school. Yora, Dylan, welcome to Skill School. You know the rules. 3 rounds, best skill wins. Let's go. Skill boys, let's decide who wins. Cheers for Dylan. And for Yora. Yeah! Where is Dylan? Facing Liverpool as our next opponent, there's no doubt it's going to be a tough one, but good news from the camp as our injured players look set to return.
Ben Turner started training again. Craig has trained this week, so I think we'll have more or less a full squad to choose from.
So Craig is back in contention. It'd be nice to see him play against his former club.
Yeah, I think he'd love to play against them as well. He's been ill, so see how his fitness is when weekend comes. I know he really looks back fondly on his time at Liverpool, and he loves the club, and but there wouldn't be an issue when he comes on the pitch, if he starts or if he comes on as a sub, that he'll give it everything for Cardiff. He always does.
Now you're facing the strongest strike force in the league with the Suarez and Sturridge on Saturday. Yeah. How are you looking to approach the game?
At the moment, they're probably the best counter-attacking team in Europe, at least one of them. You mentioned those two, you can mention Sterling there, who's got frightening pace as well. So those three, they've got pace, power, movement. But the whole team, they play with an intensity that we have to match. We've just got to go out there and give it a go. It's a game that not many give us a chance to get anything from, but we've got to take something from games that we're not expected to, so why not start at the stadium now and give Liverpool a good game.
And finally, the league got tighter again last weekend. Some people saying that we've got quite a favourable run ahead of us. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, you look at the games and you think, yeah, we've got a chance to pick points, but you've got to take them. We can't just say, well, the next game's a chance to get 3 points or 1 point. You've just got to go into every single one of them and make sure that you give it a go and give it your best. That's all we can do. We've seen that the last 3 games. We've really got out there, fought together, stuck together as a team. Yeah, we've got just 3 points out of 3 games, and the other 2 we were close. Let's make sure we take one step and then get something from the game against Liverpool.